Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included with the Spaced Out DLC. In the previous episode we established our strategy for survival in terms of food, oxygen and power. And today I would like to expand the base substantially so we can have a bunch of permanent setups, for instance for the bathroom, and maybe we can rearrange a couple of other things in order to prepare for the next episode. I believe a bunch of duplicants just earn skill points. Yeah, we have for instance Joshua, our runner. What could he do next? I think his carrying capacity is the most important at the moment, so I want to continue with some strength here, improved strength. As for Otto, we could directly go into super duper hard digging, and I think that is the way I want to go. We want to get this out of the way, and these are most likely gonna be our two only duplicants with that skill, at least for the time being. Another thing we need to research for the bathroom is the water sieve. That is going to be important in order to be able to recycle all the germy polluted water we are getting from the toilets. With that out of the way, let's prepare the room. I probably want to set this up right here. So we are going to excavate this, and that is going to be my future first bathroom. We're probably going to have two of those eventually once we have many duplicants going on. I need to be a little bit careful on how I do this. I want to make sure that I set up the insulated tiles before we actually break this open. Don't necessarily want to flood the entire base, to be honest. Research of the water sieve is already completed, which means I probably want to dig out another area where we're gonna have a couple of machines such as the water sieve and maybe a carbon skimmer in order to get rid of the carbon dioxide, stuff like that. In preparation for the next cycle, I guess we can already get things started. Let me see, we probably want to have 4 of these sinks and then 4 of the toilets. If I can, I also would like to continue this a little bit and actually move this entire room downstairs. And I guess we can already set up the laboratories as well, at least 3 of them. We're also gonna set up a couple of doors, get things out of the way, you know. I also just saw we have a couple of plants that we could go ahead and auto-harvest. Why the heck not? Even though, you know, one of the duplicants is gonna get wet, but what you gonna do? Life isn't luxurious just yet. Let's go ahead and set up the water sieve in order to clean dirty, polluted water. Let me see, how do I want to do this? Go over there, go over here. Yeah, this position should actually work out. Also, while we are still having so much polluted dirt, I think I'm gonna dig this up. Yeah, this should stick. And then we're gonna set up 3 more of these composts. My bathroom is gonna come up to this place, and then I would like to have a space of approximately 5 tiles in order to store my germy liquids. Yeah, let's first get these tiles out of the way, and then I'm probably gonna come in from the top so we can wall this off. Wait with building that actually. I did not mean for that to happen. Well, I guess we can get this under control. Just a little bit of mopping to do, no problemo. Too much liquid. Okay, maybe it is a problemo. At this point, I'm actually gonna make my way up here. I think that's gonna be easier. And then we just set up the boundaries for our room here. We can actually already poke through here, so let's complete the door, and after that we can disassemble the entire thing. I'm also gonna put up a storage, probably, right here at the bottom for my germy polluted dirt. One more thing I would like to keep doing is set up yet another farm down below, because I believe we just don't have enough in order to sustain like 2 more duplicants, so we need more of those. I obviously gained a lot of food just right now because I dug up a lot of the terrain. I'm also already gonna go ahead and prepare another bedroom. This is not gonna take a lot to build, but I want to leave enough space for comfy beds in the future so we can make this a proper bedroom and not just barracks. But this is probably going to be the spot where we permanently set up a bunch of bedrooms. Right then, now it's time to take apart this storage container and replace it with the other one here. We're gonna drop a lot of germy polluted dirt on the ground, unfortunately. So what we want to do is go ahead and sweep these up right away, priority 9. Got now enough space to place the last laboratory. Let's already set the directions of the sinks. We're gonna have an additional bedroom in the future right on top of this, and then we probably need 2 more of those. Ruby has earned another skill point. What do you want to do? He's gonna be cooking and farming most of the time. For the foreseeable future, we're only gonna require the electric grill, which we can already use with the first skill here. So I think I want to make him a little bit faster in agriculture. With these new beds in place, we can go ahead and get rid of those, free up the space for something less cramped and more useful. In the meantime, I guess we can take care of the plumbing. I want to go with insulated pipes and igneous rock, and what we want to do is pump up some polluted water and first bring it into the sieve for cleaning. So we're gonna introduce the liquid right here. It's gonna be cleaned into normal water. Then I guess for now we just want to bring this all the way up in order to introduce the water into our sinks and lavatories. I wonder, maybe I could do this a little nicer by actually bridging over here and then going straight up. This looks a little bit cleaner, and then we come from the bottom here in order to introduce... actually, let me see. That's gonna result into other issues. I just would like the piping setup to be a bit cleaner, you know. So I think what I'm gonna do in order to achieve that is deconstruct the water sieve and place it the other way around so the outputs are switched. Oh, almost forgot about the composts. Obviously, we want to install those. Alright, I got my water sieve switched, which means this is going to be the input. We're going to be coming from here into our input like this, and then we can also bridge over... Oh, actually, that was stupid. The output of the water sieve should go directly into our lavatories and sinks, and then we should be able to bridge over here. And what we want to do is extract the polluted water that's being produced out of here, all across the room and down into the water sieve again. That is now a much cleaner setup. Glad we did it. Looks like we're actually already up to 10 degrees with this contraption. That is absolutely wonderful, which means we can take this apart. This has served its purpose. You can go, and the space heater can go as well, which means I can expand my mess hall, or great hall in this case, and hopefully set up something more permanent for my food. In the meantime, I guess we're already gonna prepare our liquid pump that is gonna go right here, and just with something more or less temporary, we're gonna feed this. Let's go with granite. Wait, did I not set this up? I thought I placed you there. Okay. Anyways, we're going up with the granite pipes and move over here in order to connect to the... Wait, that was the output, right? Obviously, we want to get into the input of the water sieve with the polluted water. Do we already have power nearby? Actually, let me see the potential power at the moment. Okay, we're getting closer to the 1 kilowatts. However, we are never really using the entire power all at the same time. So I think what we can do is get down here, hook this up, and then this is going to be hooked up temporarily. Almost everything for the bathroom loop is now in place. We just need a way to dump the extra water that we're getting, and also I installed a switch in order to be able to control this pump. Now for some reason I already have some water in these pipes. I'm actually not sure how this exactly happened, but we have 10 kilograms of water in one of these sinks, for instance. I wonder how they managed to do that. Anyways, here we go. A bunch of pipes are still being placed. Now, let's see. We need to take care of the overflow. In case we have overflow, that essentially means we have too much normal water that is also germy. I wonder if we should just go with the polluted water instead. So the first thing it should do is go into this contraption, and the second thing it should do is continue. In this case, I wonder if we could just go ahead and loop this back up. So it is first going to attempt to go into the water sieve. Actually, am I taking No, that's not what I want. I want igneous rock. Oh, we don't have any more igneous rock. That is actually a shame. Let me see if we can dig some more up. Very intriguing. It is actually not a material we have plenty of, but we can dig some up here and there, no problemo. Thinking about this, maybe we should just go with the sedimentary rock because we have so much of it. I'm gonna replace the pipes that are not already sedimentary rock with that material. Look at that, everything is actually built with sedimentary already. I guess we should reserve the igneous rock for the insulated tiles instead. Anyways, this means I want to get out of here, so first it's gonna go through the water sieve. However, if the water sieve is completely full, we're gonna bypass it and we're gonna continue along here, and then we are going to dump everything. Let's actually get all the way up here and set up a liquid vent in this spot. At the bottom, I'm just continuing expanding a little bit. Looks like we need to take care of this polluted oxygen at some point, and then maybe also install airflow tiles. Yeah, that might not be the worst of ideas. So we're gonna have some here and some there. And we're actually gonna do this for all of the floors. Nice and steady airflow. Just to help out, we might be interested in setting up another deodorizer as well. At this point, I'm actually thinking about introducing our first female, Catalina, who is apparently going to be our rancher. Not bad, starting with 9 husbandry. Also, her traits are pretty good. For the time being, she's not going to be doing any ranching whatsoever. So I'm probably going to leave her priorities be unless I notice something that is never being done. Obviously, she already gained a skill point, and what we want to do is go into improved farming, so then we can do critter ranching eventually. She should already have a bed, that is good. However, we are missing a mess table for her. Let me think. I think for now she's just gonna dine somewhere else. Yeah, eventually I'm gonna rearrange this anyway, so she's gonna dine right on top of there. Alright, there we go. I think we actually have our loop completed. It's just the vent that isn't built, but that shouldn't be an issue for us. Alright, in this case, let's start pumping up a few things. Of course, I totally forgot about the brine. Maybe we should pick that up here. Best case scenario, nothing gets stuck, and all that happens is our water sieve is getting a little bit of damage. Actually, it doesn't even get damaged, does it? Now we have the brine in the system. That is gonna be an issue. Okay, it's actually the sinks that are taking a little bit of damage. It doesn't matter, we can repair it. And right now we have pure polluted water going on. Unfortunately, however, the brine is actually stuck in the system. It only damages the sinks and then it goes back into the loop. That is not what I was expecting. But alright, we can live with it. Let's shut off this pump and deconstruct it. Right now everything is already being vented out. This also means we should be able to get rid of that temporary system, get rid of the liquid pump, also get rid of the cabling. Last time sweeping up some polluted dirt that is germy, it is time to get rid of this entire infrastructure. The only thing that I want to keep in place, actually we should go ahead and set up the second system right away maybe. I want to have the same exact copy of the bathroom we already have one floor up, and I don't see a reason to not already do it. Very good, get rid of everything, and I just want to make sure that we sweep up that nasty stuff here. Oh, I think we got another skill point, Ashcan. Now I want to be careful. I don't want to give them too many skills and then not be able to take care of their morale. Though I think at least one more we could do. I want him to be able to carry a lot more, so improved carrying is something I want to give every duplicant anyways. Same thing here, we probably don't yet want to go with hazmat digging, we want to do improved carrying, so the building process also goes a bit quicker with those guys. There we go, using the new bathrooms, and we can see the dirty water is coming out of here. Now, I'm hoping that eventually we're gonna filter out the brine, as it actually leaves the system. Yeah, it could be an issue. There we go. We already got rid of a huge bubble there, so maybe it is going to work out. Okay then, time to complete this room. All of that can go, and I guess we're also gonna get rid of that deodorizer. Alright, I started with the second bathroom. Everything should be in place, just the connections are missing. Obviously, the polluted water should just go straight into the same system here, being cleaned by the water sieve. The clean water, however, is gonna go all this way, and it's first gonna serve the bathroom at the bottom, and then we are gonna bridge over here. Wanna go like so, and then... come on. I'm still used to some of the mods, so I'm misclicking all the time. But there we go. Now the clean water should eventually continue into all of these machines, and we should be golden. At the moment, I'm actually missing some filtration medium, so I thought since we do have a lot of cobalt ore, still 25 tons, it is worth actually using this machine a bit more. I'm gonna do another 20 or so crafts in order to get more sand. We do get 50 kilograms of sand per craft, and if I'm not mistaken, we should also be able to find some more sand. Oh, this is all sandstone. Of course, we want to look for filtration medium. Okay, we do still have sand at our disposal, but we'll have to find other means of creating filtration medium. We can also almost complete our farm right here. I'm actually going to take apart the door now, and I feel like we are pretty established in terms of food. We already have 34,000 kilocalories of swamp delights. So maybe the last thing we could take care of in this episode is actually have the kitchen right here, and then the great hall is going to be in this place. And I want a convenient way to actually bring the food into the great hall and also keep it protected, just like we have it now. At the moment, it's just in a pool of carbon dioxide. Well, I guess not constantly. Some of that food is probably still getting bad a little bit. Yeah, it's not perfect, and we also have just a few germs. So that is another thing I might want to take care of. Let me actually see. If we check out consumable ore, we should be able to find some chlorine every now and then. What is this here? Oxalite. No, that's not what I want. Yeah, we're not doing too well in terms of chlorine either. That is going to be an issue. Okay. I would have liked some chlorine in order to be able to disinfect the food, but I guess we need to be happy with the carbon dioxide for the time being. So I guess in order to get this prepared, let me remove a few things. And then, do we already have the refrigerator? Maybe that is something we want to research next. Hydroponics, that's also going to be useful. Let's go ahead and do that. Get me a refrigerator. Now let's see, I probably don't want to power the refrigerator. That is just a waste of power. But essentially we want to have the refrigerator right here. And this is, by the way, one of your ideas that you've seen somewhere else. And I'm just going to try to replicate that. I'm not sure I understood it correctly. Essentially what we want is 2 tiles like so, with a refrigerator here and then a water piece here. And everything in there needs to be carbon dioxide. So I guess for now we need to fill this up with carbon dioxide. This could be a little bit of a challenge, but I guess what we could do is set up a gas pump here temporarily, do that. And I also want to set up some automation so I have a full control over what's happening here. We are then going to bring up the carbon dioxide, bring it over here, and we want to fill up this space here. So gas vent, you go right there. And I guess I want to build this up a little more, maybe take away this part and add a ladder so they can access everything. Otto earned his next skill, which of course is also gonna be improved carrying. Oh my gosh, are you freaking serious? Man, I should sort out the priorities when I'm building stuff. I don't want this to run the entire time. Otherwise we're gonna have so much carbon dioxide in our base upstairs. Okay, there, it's actually already here. Is that good or not? I would like to have 2 tiles of carbon dioxide trapped in this place. Oh, sand. I'm gladly taking that, not even looking at the dupe. Oh, 11 strength, are you serious? Let's just go with the sand, we need it. Let's see, we already have 2000 grams trapped in here. So if we set up a tile at this point, it should be pushed out, the polluted oxygen, right? Joshua earned another skill point going directly into plumbing/tidying. And my research is completed, which means I can build my refrigerator setup now. Oh, Catalina, I'm so sorry you have to eat here. Well, she seems to be doing fine, socializing and everything, even though she's being ignored. This actually worked out perfectly. We now have only carbon dioxide in this tile. We are going to build up this tile, then remove this one here in order to be able to remove this tile again. And then we place a refrigerator. We also want some water in the joint. Yeah, I think this might just work out. There we go. Deconstructing this tile and this tile as well. Can you please come along and do that? That would be great. Otto, thank you very much. We now have carbon dioxide in here. Yeah, we need to go ahead and set up a bottle emptier right here in order to place some liquid here at the bottom. What? How did that happen? We just had carbon dioxide in here. How? Wait, let me rebuild this tile. Actually, I know how that happened. We probably have some stuff here that is off-gassing. And that could also become a permanent problem, actually. We need a place to dump the brine, and since we already have brine in this system, I think I'm just gonna do that. Okay, now the only thing we have in here is carbon dioxide and this gas vent. Nothing should happen at this point. Oh, actually, I have... That's how the polluted oxygen got in there. So in reality, what we have to do is take apart this pipe again. Don't need that any longer. And we also take apart the gas vent in this place. Good stuff. I got it under control now. Carbon dioxide. Okay, it's the only thing in there. We're gonna build this tile, then remove this guy. We will be able to dump some oil. Let's actually do that right away. We're gonna dump oil in this spot, and basically the goal is to have access to the food but still keep it in the carbon dioxide atmosphere. Okay, there we go. Need to be really careful. I only want to dump a little tiny bit. Okay, so it is 3 kilograms in here. Now, theoretically, if we open this up, it should hopefully only go 1 further and not into this spot. That would be absolutely desirable. Can somebody please do that before the end of the day? Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, no problem. This just made things slightly more complicated, but now, we cannot just deconstruct this. We first have to build a tile here, and then we move over here, deconstruct this, and it's gonna be absolutely horrible. Let me try to get this right. Now, we basically want to bring this oil down without letting any other gases inside. I think we can do that, and then we also want to deconstruct this. There we go, and we should be left with only 1 piece of crude oil in this spot. It's actually just 360 grams, but it's enough to hold off the gases. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. We might be able to get the tile in here. Oh, please, somebody build this. Oh, yes, they can actually reach it. Great. Oh, I'm so glad we managed to do it. So all we have to do now is build a refrigerator inside of here. And we should be able to conveniently store our food out of the way in a secure and reachable location. Ah, Otto, you make me happy. You make me proud. All right. Ah, man, this is gonna bother me. I cannot suppress the notification. But it really doesn't need to be refrigerated for the time being. How much can we store? 100 kilograms. So not too much. We might only want to go with the edible stuff for the time being. Let's set the filter to edible, and the cooking ingredients I think we're just gonna leave out, even though we don't even have any of those. But this also means we can deconstruct our previous ration box, and then we can finalize the mess hall to wrap up this episode. I also want to set this to priority 9, so they prioritize storing the food. Yes, all in there, please. Great stuff, great stuff. Maybe we should have used 2 spaces, to be quite honest. Not sure if they are still able to reach it afterwards. Eventually, by the way, I would like to replace this with a more automatic system, so we have a rail going here, dropping all the food, and then it's going to be an infinite storage. But for now, we are limited to 100 kilograms. Okay, nice. Time to rearrange everything here. This can go, this can go, that can go, that can go, and I guess all of that can go as well. Instead, we want to complete the flooring and then have a nice setup for our mess hall. What I would like to have is 5 mess tables in 2 sets. So we're going to have 10 mess tables. Actually, hold the phone. That's probably not going to add up the way I would like to. What we might be able to do is set up the water cooler on this side and then just fill up the rest with mess tables. We could then go ahead and set up a secondary light, and there was another idea in the comment section that I really liked, namely having a duplicate sensor. I just see this also has a range, so we would need multiples of these sensors. Not sure that is a good idea. Let's still try it out. We are gonna have one here that is reaching up to this spot, so there's just one mess table not covered this way. Let's have 2 sensors like so, and we are not gonna do this mess table for the time being. Everything else should be covered by the light and the sensors now. So all we have to do is set up an automation wire in order to get things going. And also we're gonna need some more ladders to complete the cabling up there. This is actually working wonderfully. Thank you so much for that tip. I never thought about storing the food this way. Usually I do it the other way that I've shown previously. By the way, we're gonna do the same thing here for the other light. I wanna automate this as well, so it only lights up whenever we are doing some research and the light is actually important. Alright, cool. I think with that out of the way, we can wrap it up for today's episode. We basically rearranged everything, made it more permanent, more useful, so that I don't really have to take care of it anymore. And this is gonna allow us to focus on something else, such as expansion, maybe even solar panels for the next episode. But with that out of the way, thank you so much for watching, guys. Please don't forget to leave a like, a comment, maybe even subscribe if you're up for that. That would be absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much. Have a great time and see you in the next one. Bye bye.